Hello world, it's Computer Heat, live casting some more games, well, watching replays live on Twitch, and we got a game sent in by a viewer. We got Greentank and CuernoDeChivo, which means goat horn, I think, versus Wenty and joebill, and yeah, it's 2v2 on Fox farmlands, I don't know how to say that, and let's just get it rolling. So, double Soviets versus mixed axis, and I really like this map. I think it's pretty cool. CuernoDeChivo looks like he was AFK for a little bit, and I don't know. Sometimes you get that weird delay when you load into a game, and that may be what was happening with him. So, what's happening? The Stern Pioneers charging straight up for the top. Maybe they might be going directly for this fuel point. That said, these are some pretty huge territory sectors, so he might just want his first Volksgrenadiers to capture this point while the Stern Pioneers get the fuel and territory, which are close together. Okay, maybe not. I don't even know why I bother to speculate on these kind of things. So, let's quickly look at the tactile map. That's easier than me scrolling everywhere. Tier 2 is up immediately for CuernoDeChivo, and nothing unusual yet. Don't think any players, no players picked a commander. Let's see what we got. Soviet Shock, Army Shock, Frontline Tactics, Soviet Industry for CuernoDeChivo, and Greentank looks like he's got Lend-Lease and two of the same commanders as his teammate. Wenty has picked Luftwaffe ground forces, and joebill, we got Osttruppen, mobile defense, and encirclement. I don't think I've ever used encirclement, so I kind of hope that gets picked just so we get to see like some stormtroopers and some of the other abilities that are in that commander. All right. Central VP is taken by the Ver player, and we'll probably see this turn into a battle group headquarters. Always a popular spot to put it, although I think you're a little bit safer if you put it on this side of the hedge. Combat engineers and conscripts should be able to beat this lone squad of Stern Pioneers, although now with the backup of the Volksgrenadiers. I think the Germans will eventually win this fight, but the Stern Pioneers take enough casualties. That's a win in itself. Oh, they're down to one man. Off they go back to base. Okay, it's not turning into anything yet. I'm surprised. A bit of barbed wire coming down from joebill. Actually, that's... I mean, if you're gonna put down barbed wire, you should really try to put it on this side so that you're not denying yourself green cover while allowing your opponent to have it. Two machine guns and two grenadiers out for joebill. I need to fix this little piece of cardboard that keeps my desk from rocking from side to side. Alright, there we go. Stability. Tier 2 going up for Greentank as well. A little surprised to not see Tier 1 and Tier 2 from the players. It can be really nice to have the some flamethrowers and an M3 running around early on in the map. And yes, it was a battle group headquarters that got built by Wenty. Greentank's managed to take the bottom of the map entirely unopposed, and I wonder if he'll start laying down some mines down there just to make it a slower progress for their opponents. At the same time, the German players managed to get both of the munitions points under their control, and have a pretty solid hold in the central VP. So getting back into the center of the map can be a real pain in the butt. I find it requires a lot of indirect fire and like flanking from 4 directions at once just to push the German players back, since you usually have the OKW player setting up a defensive position either where it is right now or maybe a little bit further south. Whoa, these pioneers got deep, but they're about to get burned up, and decide to head on back to base before they get too crispy. CuernoDeChivo is taking the top of the map, and looks like the Allies are going to manage to get themselves some excellent map control in the early part of the game. Maxim up at the top, facing off in a bit of a strange direction, and Molotovs are up for Cuerno. Goat horn. Mines beginning to go down, and some barbed wire as well from the combat engineers that they get caught by the Volksgrenadiers. The Volksgrenadiers probably will avoid stepping on the mine, and combat engineers get themselves in this nice strong house. See if the Grenadiers decide to try to throw a grenade on them. Another push from Wenty at the top of the map. And the Maxim is now set up to support. And wow, immediate retreat. I probably could have just backed out of that fight. Mortar is available for joebill. So yeah, the center of the map often turns into a bit of a mortar war. And CuernoDeChivo is putting down a demo charge to ensure that they can hold the German players off their fuel, but he needs to make sure that he stays in this territory sector to actually finish the cap. Questionable placement of the Maxim by Greentank. Another squad could just come up to this side of the hedgerow and throw a grenade, or even dance around the house, shooting the Maxim before it can adequately position. Looks like the Germans are content to leave the Allied players in control of the south side of the map, and they're just going to try to attack up, take the fuel, and the top victory point for themselves. The center of the map has been completely uncontested by the Allies so far, and these Grenadiers, Volksgrenadiers, are heading straight for the demo charge. Oh my god, this could be the nastiest demo charge ever! It wasn't that bad. Flanking flamethrower gets a nice burst, but stays way too long in that fight. And we now have the Soviets starting to move into the center of the map. A little surprised to not see any S-mines laid down. Shock troops are out. Oh, first grenade did a lot of damage to that Grenadier squad, and the second squad's going to be forced to retreat as well, I imagine. There are Molotovs for CuernoDeChivo's, for his conscripts, so they're going to be able to chase off that machine gun as well, and the shock troops will also be chasing away the mortar, no doubt. Oh, they should change direction and try to kill this Volksgrenadier squad. They may get them to drop the Panzerschreck. That would be a great win if they kill that squad. Wow. Very nice. I don't know that I would pick that up with the shock troops, but they can just stay right here and try to kill this other squad and retreat. Yeah, I think I'd rather have that on some conscripts, but, you know, not bad on the shock troops. They get their armor and make them a bit more durable. And that is a huge, huge loss for Wenty. He sunk most of his munitions into that. What? What? He sunk quite a lot of munitions into that squad, and to lose them so quickly is pretty bad. Maxim is set up to start shooting on this house, and this is one of the reasons I don't like having the battle group headquarters on this side of the hedge. You can just get attacked directly by this from this house, and if one of the players starts moving up an AT gun, as we can see, an AT gun's coming up onto the map, then you can just be in. You can lose this truck very quickly. The loss of the supply half-track's pretty bad too. Wenty was probably trying to go for tier 4, but it's gonna be another almost 2.5 minutes before that's even gonna be an option. Soviet mortar is starting to bombard the battle group headquarters, and this could be a lot of casualties here. Wenty should just disable the retreat point and run all the way back home. Flamethrower gets in a good spot as well, and they're going to be able to possibly chase off these conscripts. Conscripts are a bit stuck where they are. Oh man, I think the pin, the Soviet pin is about to be broken. Maxim is nearly dead, and I think that is going to be lost. Maxim does start firing again, suppressing these squads. Mortars falling as well, and the Wehrmacht players coming into support also. Would have been nice actually to see the Maxim hop out for a second, have merge used on them, and then see them run back again. Very nice. So we have commanders picked from both Soviet players, and Greentank is losing a lot of infantry in this engagement to less effect than I thought he would get from getting that pin on the German base. I mean, he did. Oh, bad time. Pop balls out of that house. Oh, where are these conscripts going? They need to get closer, not farther away. Maybe CuernoDeChivo just hasn't even noticed yet? Yeah, CuernoDeChivo's gone for the Soviet shock army, so he'll be able to get himself. Yeah, he's got the shock troops, he's got 120mm mortars available to him, PPSHs, and he can get a howitzer as well. And howitzer is not a bad choice on this map, considering how OKW likes to use pretty aggressive truck placement to control the center of the map. And the hold that the that the German players had on the center of the map is now starting to collapse a little bit. This Maxim is completely facing out of the wrong window. Is there even... Yeah, there's not even a window on this side of this house. So, I think this Maxim's gonna die with nothing to show for it. Off they go, but I expect to see them get cut down. And there's a free machine gun for joebill. Yeah, this is what I was talking about with wiring off your own green cover. Lots of fighting going on at the top of the map. The shock troops with the Panzerschreck, plus 2 machine guns and some conscripts with PPSHs should easily be able to chase off all of these German forces. Stern Pioneers somehow managed to get out of suppression. God, the damage is ridiculous. Oh no, don't pick up that with your shock troops again. It's too bad the squad retreated. And once again, a free Panzerschreck. And Wenty, does Wenty have any anti-tank? He has a single squad of Volksgrenadiers that are upgraded with a Panzerschreck, and he's finally gotten his tier building back again. Fallschirmjägers get a ton of damage. And I think he just lost another squad. Pack is out for joebill. That's going to be very much needed if the Allied players decide to start getting out some vehicles, and we do have tier 4 in production from Greentank. Oh, nice grenade from those Panzer Grenadiers, throwing it over the hedge. Greentank clearly didn't see that coming. And this Maxim, man, Greentank loves to keep these Maxims inside houses. It's not really working out too well for him. And I think the Maxim is probably going to get killed momentarily. CuernoDeChivo could just shift his forces down a little bit and do really nasty damage to all of this infantry. Shock troops coming in from the side. MG-34 is not in a position to fight with them, and the conscripts don't really take particularly much damage right there. The first and probably only Allied supply drop is heading on in towards Greentank's base. As soon as tier 4 goes up, or wenty, which is probably what will happen, all of those planes are just going to get shot down, and we'll have planes crashing on the Allied side of the map. Curious sandbag placement from Greentank, but I do like seeing sandbags. And the Germans have managed to take the VP in the south. And see, Greentank is kind of milling about at the top. It'd be really nice to see a push up through the center, combined with an attack down from the top of the map. But Greentank definitely doesn't have enough pushing power to do that. Big blob of infantry coming up. And Greentank's extremely damaged Maxim will go down as soon as anything decides to shoot at it. taking a lot of casualties. Those mortars at nice close range do a lot of damage. Machine guns lost. AT gun needs to start backing away even more, and we have mobile defense picked for joebill. Katyusha is up. Combat engineers are about to pop a flamethrower. Here it comes, and I think these conscripts are about to die. Sorry guys, down you go. And yeah, Greentank's army is totally collapsing. We can contrast that with the huge army that CuernoDeChivo's got. He's got, I think, what are these all stolen machine guns? And he's got one machine gun, which I'm not sure if it was actually built by him. Oh, holy crap! That's a good Katyusha barrage. Let's see how many kills has that thing gotten. 14 kills on that first Katyusha barrage, which, yeah, Greentank definitely needed that because he's lost almost his entire army. joebill lost quite a bit from that. See, CuernoDeChivo is making a nice flanking attack. I'd love to see some Molotovs go in on this battle group headquarters. And the conscripts should maybe move in even closer than they are. They're forced to retreat, no big surprise there. And shock troops also trying to close the distance. CuernoDeChivo's lucky to not lose any of his conscripts as they retreat there, and the shock troops are going to be forced to retreat as well. They ought to have a bit easier time making it out. I think I see a 120mm mortar that could set up and start dropping some mortar bombs onto this headquarters building, and if he sets up his machine guns, he can get a nice cordon to defend against any flanks. We can see that CuernoDeChivo's gotten 2 of those stolen Panzerschrecks, so good on him to pick those up. Look at this blob of infantry. That's just asking for a grenade or a lucky 120mm mortar shot to devastate it. Machine gun set up, and I see all of these squads flop down in their belly in short order. Grenade goes in. Doesn't really do that much damage. Molotov also thrown. Kind of on the retreat path too, if these squads try to retreat, and Panzer Grenadiers together with LMG Grens are forcing them off. Let's have a look at Greentank. So Greentank's gotten himself a Sherman, but other than that, his army is extremely weak. He's lost so many squads throughout this fight. Let's have a look at the other players. Wenty's also in pretty bad shape, and here a Katyusha firing onto the center BP. Looks like that's in Greentank. Wow, he's been just getting money hits again and again with this what's it called, Katyusha. And the 2 Pumas managed to come out somehow, and I totally missed it, but they do quite a bit of damage to the Sherman. Pop smoke to try to retreat, but wow, down it goes, and yeah, that's not the best use of Pumas that I've ever seen. Once again, joebill has occupied this house with a Maxim, and they're suppressing, or no, Greentank has occupied the house with the Maxim. Yes, there's the power of sandbags. You see that the Pioneer squads managed to come out of what's it called? Come out of suppression. Oh my god, I can't believe that this these supply drops actually made it through while the Schwerer Panzer headquarters is up. Extremely badly damaged Sherman's retreating on back to friendly lines. Up at the top, we've got another attack from Wenty with his entire army moving around in one blob, making them extremely vulnerable to these grenades that that CuernoDeChivo is happy to supply. And what do we have else from the German players? So joebill's got a pretty formidable infantry force, nice mix of units, and he's scouting forward with his nicely with his minesweepers, and he manages to find both of the oh no, don't do that, attack these. Good use of smokes to ensure that this Puma has the freedom to go chase up and kill the remaining, the last remaining Katyusha, and he's going to be able to run on back to base. So Su-85 is in production from CuernoDeChivo, and you know, I said before that I think a howitzer would be good, and I still do think so. Demo charge on the territory sectors. He just must be feeling loose with the munitions. We might see use of the demo charge here just to kill this retreating squad. But there's plenty of infantry coming up. That will make a even juicier target. You see Wenty is, once again, that's his entire army right there, coming up. They come just a step forward. Come on, walk back a tiny bit. Oh god. Oh god. Yes, I'm so glad that I caught that on camera. That's what happens when you blob. Man, throughout this time, the Germans have managed to take back pretty much the entire south of the map. The bottom is totally undefended, so this shock troop squad is going to easily be able to take it back by itself. And we have some caches being built by joebill. Wenty has got his tier 4 and his tier 1 up in nice positions close together so they can get hit by Katyushas. The amount of fuel that he's got makes me think that he's trying to get himself a Panther. If he also gets up his, if he also puts up his tier 2 building somewhere, that would be nice for his teammate, and it would allow him to get himself a King Tiger. Look at Greentank's army. Greentank's got 2 squads of conscripts, an AT gun, and his 2 Shermans. One of the Shermans is it being repaired? Yeah, it's being repaired with the conscript repair kits. And CuernoDeChivo is gamely holding off Wenty's attack once again. Wenty's just taking really nasty casualties as he does this, and as a result is in a huge manpower hole. Su-85 not really where it wants to be, and the mortar is in perhaps a bit of trouble as well. Maxim still covering the top BP, but the Fallschirmjäger are going to be able to take down this territory sector that connects the allies to all of their resources up there. AT gun is cleared, and Greentank actually calls in the M5. Interesting choice. Now that he's got the, he does have tier 4 up, so he can upgrade that with the AA package. Get the quad gun up there. Ow. Which could be useful. Let's see. He doesn't have enough. Does he have enough munitions to do it? How much is that? Yeah, 120. I thought it was just 100. So many squads around here. Indirect fire needs to start coming in again. CuernoDeChivo is gonna be real. He's kind of fighting both of the German players by himself. His teammates not really doing a whole lot to help him out. The Shermans are kind of rolling around, and joebill is building defenses in unusual spots. But yeah, at the same time, Wenty's not exactly making the most effective attacks I've ever seen. Looks like he's probably trying to hold out to get himself a King Tiger, and he'll be able to do that no problem now that he has all of his tech buildings up and almost enough fuel. So I was doing some calculations this morning over breakfast, because it's what I do, and trying to figure out exactly how much a like a King Tiger costs if you just rush for it. It's something like 650 fuel if you take into account the reduced fuel income. So I mean, that's no small amount. Airport assault used on an unoccupied sector, and that's going to alert CuernoDeChivo to set up his machine gun facing that direction. There's actually a demo charge. Whoa! Demo charge gets set off by the strafe, and this machine gun might get killed before it sets up. Yeah, CuernoDeChivo decides to retreat it just to be safe. Could have just moved it back to this M5. that perhaps he doesn't realize that's there. So another Katyusha is out. Good to start pounding on all of these, on this defensive position from the German players. Oh, nasty grenade. More mortars are falling. Down on the bottom of the map we have the Shermans coming to try to force off the infantry from Wenty. And they ought to be able to do that, suffering no more than possibly a damaged engine. Of course, if he does get a damaged engine, the Puma, which I believe there's still a Puma around, yeah, not two Pumas, could actually be a bit of a threat. They've got excellent range. They can outrange the Shermans, and the penetration is quite good, so they'll be able to harass them. That said, committing them right now could be a mistake. That said, he will be able to hold them back to his own lines if he feels threatened. We might see an AT grenade get thrown here. AT grenade thrown, damaged engine in on one of the Pumas, and I think this Sherman is going to finish it off. Boom, down it goes. There's is that the yeah, crew shock. Not sure what did that. Pack it moves up as well, and these Shermans need to get the hell out of here. This one ought to be able to escape if it keeps backing away. I am wrong. Top side of the map, we got a couple of Fallschirmjäger. Wenty's army consists of 4 Fallschirmjäger squads and a what's it called? This thing, Raketenwerfer. Some people like to call it the Pupchen. Well, it actually announces itself as the Pupchen. Makes me think of some kind of like perverted anime character named Poop-chan. Just let that marinate for a minute. As we watch these squads fight. Nice retreat there, and the machine gun coming into support. And it looks like shock troops coming in on the flank, and these Fallschirmjäger are going to need to retreat right now before they take too many casualties. I think I'll probably take a few now, and yeah, those are really unnecessary losses. Bottom of the map is getting capped up. Katyusha for CuernoDeChivo looks like that maybe just arrived, and I can hear Katyusha firing. Oh, on the battle group headquarters. That's a very nice move. When you see squads retreating and you know they're going to a forward retreat point, just fire at the retreat point, and you have a pretty good chance of hitting them. Looks like CuernoDeChivo's Katyusha is firing in the other direction. It doesn't look like that's going to accomplish a whole lot. Large force from joebill is advancing across the bottom of the map, trying to cut off the allies from their territory down there, and he's got plenty of forces available for him to do it. And Wenty is getting himself a King Tiger. In terms of anti-tank from the allied players, we've got the Su-85 and an AT gun, basically. That's not going to be enough to stop the King Tiger, particularly not one as well supported as this one will be. joebill has got tons and tons of support. He's got he's got 2 packs, he's got 2 Pumas, he's got Panzer Grenadiers with Panzer Shreks, and right now he's moving in to surround about, well, a large portion of Greentank's army, and I just see Greentank losing more and more. Pack is trying to move up into position to cover possible retreat path for the Sherman, and the Panzer Grenadiers are also nearby. They're Vet 3, so they're going to be very strong. Oh, King Tiger arrives and is going to locate. Oh, huge hit on the shock troops, and they have to take a really bad retreat path. They're going to have to come through all of this infantry from joebill, and we'll probably get killed in retreat. Down they go. Shock troops need to move. Conscripts, I mean, I don't know, maybe they could throw an AT grenade, get extremely lucky, get a damaged engine on this, and the German players just kind of forget about it while he dances around, firing shots into the rear armor. Ooh, sure, Panzer headquarters might actually finish off this shock troop squad. Somehow both of these Shermans are still alive and doing damage to the joebill's army. Nice use of attack ground through the smoke to hit the Sherman. And looks like joebill's not able to press his attack. He's probably telling his teammate, like, get your goddamn King Tiger down to the south of the map right now. We got him trapped. More fire going in on the battle group headquarters. So, well, I guess they don't know that these units are down here. And SU-85 decides to take this opportunity to sneak in and get a couple of shots on the battle group headquarters as well. He takes a fair bit of damage from the Sheriff Panzer headquarters and from the Poop Chan in the house. New SU-85 has arrived, and what we have from Greentank. Ooh, something just died. I don't know what it was. King Tigers decided to go back on up to the north, and joebill is still kind of passively trying to contain these units down in the south. He has his two. I think he's got enough units to, make a good attack. It's just committing slowly and piecemeal like this. It's going to be to the Sherman's advantage. At the same time, this one squad of conscripts has managed to reconnect all of the territories down there. Well, no, they haven't gotten this fuel back yet. Now with the Maxim coming down to support, I think that the Shermans will probably be able to slip away. IL-2 Sturmovik strafe onto the Fallschirmjäger. It's going to chase them away. Oh god, why do you keep putting these in the houses? Just set them up outside. It's much safer. Houses are deceptive. Oh man, King Tiger's gonna have his own field day up here. I don't know what to watch. Takes a very small bit of damage from the strafe, but the SU-85 is doing a good chunk to it. Let's look back down in the south. One of the Shermans is destroyed. The other Sherman is hiding in the back. And the SU-85's... Oh, King Tiger gets a damaged engine. The SU-85 plus the Panzerschrecks and an AT gun. I think this King Tiger is about to go out of control. SU-85 needs to fire soon. King Tiger's destroyed, and wenty... Man, that was a bad move, dude. You should not have sent that up there unsupported. That thing is strong, but you need it to have support. Oh, PGs. I think those are the triple vet PGs get killed by the Sherman nicely poking out from behind the house. Thinks he's playing Battlefield. And I hear Katyusha firing on wenty's headquarters buildings. He needs to send one of these units down here to just barrage all of joebill's squads that he's I guess joebill is... He's such this huge force, and he's being stopped by a single Sherman and a Maxim. He must think there's something else down there. Battle group headquarters gets taken out by the Katyusha from Chivo, and Greentank is slowly bringing forces down, one squad at a time, to reinforce his position down at the bottom. And I can't believe that joebill hasn't pushed his huge advantage yet. He's got 2 packs, 2 Pumas, machine guns, infantry squads. Honestly, everything that he needs and more to take down the squads. Just not showing sufficient aggression to destroy these units and take back the territory for himself. Maxim's down to 1 man. It's cleared. And joebill is sitting, he's being so cautious. I mean, if you put these grenadiers in this strong stone house, I think the Sherman would die almost instantly. 1-man conscript squad repairing. This is going to take forever. I'm pretty sure that when they're at full squad members, that they repair just as fast as a combat engineer, but yeah, when it's just one guy by himself, it's going to take a long, long time. Finally, attack goes in. Nice, fires off both Panzer Shreks, then pulls back to let them reload, and then move them back in again, and down goes the Sherman. Flanking attack from the another Sherman comes to. It's not going to be very effective. There's still so much from joebill, and joebill has taken over the south side of the map. CuernoDeChivo looks like he's trying to make an attack to take down the cutoff. I'm not sure what he's doing. There we go. This is the Katyusha barrage that we need to happen a while ago. Scatter's pretty big, and it looks like a Puma is coming up to try to deal with this. To deal with this Katyusha, and down it goes. So the reason I keep saying howitzer, howitzer, howitzer again and again is that's not going to happen to the howitzer. It won't just get instantly killed like that by the won't get instantly killed by the Puma. God, it looks like the surface of the moon over here. Wenty is probably trying to save up and get himself another King Tiger, which will almost certainly die uselessly again if he tries to use it the way that he used his previous one. And CuernoDeChivo is taking the center of the map. Greentank's Katyusha and AT gun could probably move up a little bit closer to the center of the map. They're so far back right now. And Wenty, 4 squads of Fallschirmjäger, 2, well, right now 1, soon to be 2 Poop-chans, and yeah, I'm sure he's going to be getting himself a King Tiger now. He's got enough resources to do it. Good attacks by CuernoDeChivo coming into the center, and he's going to easily be able to force off the force that joebill is committing piecemeal. Ooh, Puma could end up getting a damaged engine right here and going down to the Su-85. Damaged engine. Su-85 fires directly into the ground. That's too bad. Puma pops smoke, and it may be able to flank around behind this Su-85. The Su-85 is backing away. Panzer Reindeers go down to a Molotov. Crew shock on the Su-85. So joebill's making very good use of his Pumas. After the first ones got overcommitted, that one goes down. Yeah, he probably should have just tried to escape with it back to the repair truck. Panzer Command Tank. Yeah, I think that's going to suffer the same fate. Here come the Su-85s, firing on the rear armor now, and there's an AT gun. Nope, that's the Sherman. Alright, bye-bye. Wenty is not getting himself a King Tiger, much to my surprise. He's got a lot of squads sitting up at the top. Machine gun is should probably change position to face the approach, and looks like CuernoDeChivo is going to start shifting his forces to respond to this attack at the top of the map. Bit of a funny, the map is arranged quite a strange way. We've got bulges on both sides. I think that joebill just needs to start pulling back a little bit, which is exactly what he's doing. Greentank should start pushing in with his tanks from the top, but looks like he's trying to hold off joebill's forces in the center. Oh man, don't lose his conscript. Look at up, Panzer Shrek. They're standing in the middle of the road. They're so dead. They're not dead yet. What the hell is going on? Man, I don't know. More conscripts getting suppressed in the center. They're not going to last long. They need to retreat. They'll still probably get killed. Because they'll have to go past this machine gun that's set up right on top of them. I think the pack just finished off the Austrian squad that was in the middle. And Greentank loses his squad of conscripts. He's gonna lose this one too if he doesn't retreat them. Su-85 is stuck in a corner, and once again Greentank has decided to put his Maxim in a house. A couple of Raketenwerfers are gonna finish off this Su-85. It's not gonna be able to back. It can't back out of this. He's gonna have to hope that these get suppressed. No, he does bust through that wall and looks like he'll escape. New King Tiger has arrived. Let's see if this one manages to actually do something useful before it gets killed. But hey, maybe it won't get killed. Who knows? PPSH guards coming into the center. If they get up behind this green cover, they could actually do quite a bit of damage. They stop to throw their grenade and get chased off by the by some smart usage of the incendiary armor piercing rounds. So, a Panther is in production for Joebill, and that plus the King. Oh my God, Wenty! This army is stupid. I don't know. Maybe this is some kind of role play. Get a whole bunch of Fallschirmjägers and a King Tiger. Maxim is dancing around, taking a ton of damage. Probably just needs to retreat right now. Don't know where this is going. Lots of infantry coming up to support. They're easily going to chase off these Fallschirmjäger before they accomplish anything. And they should be able to kill them on retreat as well. Sounds like Katyusha's falling down where the machine gun was. The machine gun got killed by it. And here, a rifle grenade going in on this house. It's near collapsing, and the mortar packs up to move. Oh, Maxim gets out of the house just in time before it collapses, and it's going to be able to retreat through the hole that was made by the Su-85 really doesn't want to go over there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are we going to see another godlike demo charge? Oh, that killed... the mortar sets off the demo. Kills, I think, 2 complete squads of Fallschirmjäger. And the Su-85 is going to take pot shots at them as they retreat. King Tiger looks like it's going to try to sort out this mess what by itself. And probably suffer the same fate as the last one. Meanwhile, Joebill is making a nice combined arms attack up through the center of the map. He's got his Panther spearheading, and he's supported by a couple of squads of Grenadiers, which should really be a bit farther forward, and packs to cover the flanks. Su-85 is in way too far over its head. This Panther is in a bit of trouble. Su-85 needs to back away, it looks like. Oh, it goes down without really accomplishing very much. And nice idea by Joebill, but he's a bit too slow to move up his supporting units. And the King Tiger goes head-to-head against the Su-85 with the predictable result that it takes negligible damage, while the Su-85 is lost. Greentank has captured the bottom of the map, and as usual, garrisoned a machine gun inside this house. Okay. 2 packs are should be retreating on back to their lines, but Joebill has decided to get adventurous with them and try to finish off some weakened tanks. It might actually work. Down goes the Sherman, and CuernoDeChivo is attempting to move back his move his Su-85 out of danger. At the bottom of the map, it looks like these Fallschirmjäger probably popped out of that house. I can hear more firing happening somewhere. Oh, Katyusha catches the packs as they retreat away, and looks like one of them, yes, does get cleared. The other one ought to be fine. Fallschirmjäger suppressed by the Maxim, and the guards are attempting to take down the cache with their submachine guns. Single squad of conscripts manages to, yes, they go and steal the pack back from, steal it from joebill. It looks like they're going to retreat on a bit to their lines, and the guards do destroy the cache. Three Fallschirmjäger are going to suffer badly at the hands of this force from CuernoDeChivo and Greentank. One squad down. All of these squads are surely going to get killed. And let's have a look at Wenty's army. He has a King Tiger and half of a Fallschirmjäger squad, which is retreating at the moment. joebill's got a pretty diverse army, but man, he's not really being helped out too much by his teammate. Greentank's gonna lose these. Maybe not gonna lose these guards. Guards retreat, and off they go back home. King Tiger's coming down to the south to get this pesky machine gun out of the house, no doubt. Another squad of guards, of LMG guards, are capturing the fuel while the Sherman comes in to support. The center of the map is nearly undefended. Could easily be taken out with the armies that both the allied players possess. Alright, good. Greentank does take his machine gun out of the house and just decides to go ahead and retreat them. King Tiger's like, oh yeah, Kool-Aid man, busting through the wall, and Sherman backs away. Good idea. Guards also need to retreat. They can't do anything at all against this. They can't do anything at all against this King Tiger except feed it vet. Another Sherman coming down to the south, and CuernoDeChivo's Su-85s are starting to mobilize and see if they go down there to contribute to that fight. Pack is also coming down, perhaps expecting. I probably saw the Sherman go past the munitions point, and the Grenadiers get up close enough to start laying in some Panzerfaust. They could be very useful. Shermans are going to have trouble damaging this King Tiger, but King Tiger keeps exposing its rear armor to them. Packs and Poop-chans not quite set up correctly, and this King Tiger could actually get destroyed here by the Shermans. The Shermans fire so fast. Bam, bam, bam. Are we actually going to see this King Tiger get destroyed by the Shermans? Oh, I'm clutching my head. Su-85s coming to the center. They're a little too late for the party. And they might as well just start rolling on back. Back to stage. They're not needed anymore. They're just going to be a liability at this point. Unless they're going to go for this Puma. Yeah, no. Start going back. Please, you're just going to get damaged engines and get killed by the all the AT weapons here. Oh. Alright, Puma's destroyed, but if he ends up losing this, if he loses his Su-85s, he's going to regret it. Finally, a Panzerfaust is fired. Looks like, okay, that was just one Panzerfaust. Yeah, joebill's got almost 900, yeah, he's got 800 munitions, and could have fired those off a lot earlier and saved the life of his Puma. New Puma's out, and CuernoDeChivo's still got. Wow, that took a long time to finally die. Still got one Su-85, but not for long. Once again, Wenty has got just 2 squads of Fallschirmjäger charging up to try to take on these shock troops. They throw a grenade, the machine gun is up there as well, and Wenty's going to lose his entire army. Oh, looks like potentially a bit of friendly fire there. That was a terrible move by Greentank. CuernoDeChivo was about to leave Wenty with nothing left but an SWS supply half track. Looks like Wenty's maybe going to get himself a 3rd King Tiger. I guess now that all the tank destroyers are dead, that could be useful. And yeah, Greentank is maxed him, occupying the house. It is actually suppressing everything here, but it's going to go down here to this rifle. Wow, the rifle grenade did 0 damage to the It's 0 damage to this machine gun. And yeah, down it goes. These unsupported team weapons. Not so great. Conscripts from CuernoDeChivo are retreating. Grenadiers will probably cut them down. Down they go. CuernoDeChivo is about to get himself another Su-85, and he's still got plenty of fuel, so he can get himself another one immediately. Probably should. And the center VP, whoa, he stopped contesting it. Okay. Osttruppen together with the Grenadiers will easily be able to take the center of the map, and there's actually no healing anymore from the German players. Wenty's deciding to get himself a whole bunch of Pumas. I actually like that better than the King Tigers from what they're facing. You could just get a swarm of like 4 or 5 Pumas and overwhelm all of the allied tanks. Green tanks, armor preservation is quite bad, to be honest. If he kept his Shermans alive a bit better than he's been doing, they'd be able to match the he'd be able to match the number of Pumas, but yeah, not happening. CuernoDeChivo is preparing to make an attack, and looks like joebill will probably come up and fire a Panzerfaust onto this Sherman. Sherman's not backing away. Grenade goes off, kills the grenade goes off, killing the Grenadiers, and the shock troops are remaining to capture the munitions point. They need to move up and start taking this. They should just go south. Just go south. Come on, do it. Alright, never mind. Sherman backs off to friendly territory. joebill doesn't want to get too brave with this Puma, which is probably a good idea. He knows that the Allies have got a pretty secure lock on the north of the map. Oh, for once this is actually a fight the Fallschirmjäger could have won, but they decided to walk up towards the ideal range of guards instead, and they're just going to get killed. And they retreat on back to base after accomplishing exactly nothing. joebill is reinforcing the bottom of the map, and really should probably commit some more of his forces to come take the center. I mean, they don't have a particularly great. They could, with the amount of force that he's got, he could easily take that for himself, and this Maxim's going to die. How many Maxims have gone down in houses throughout this game? 2 Pumas for Wenty, 3rd one in production, and Fallschirmjäger now beginning to reinforce. Su-85 stops before coming down to take on the Pumas. He needs a bit more support to do that. And a 3rd Puma is out, and it looks like a command tank has also arrived. Yeah, I can see it making the territory sectors all orange. These M5s would be useful if Green Tank had a bit better placement of them. One Su-85 takes out one of the Pumas, and lots of infantry coming in to protect it from the pack. I don't see this pack getting another shot off. Down it goes. And time for the Su-85 to come back into the fight. Sherman as well. He'll be able to chase off this Panzer IV. joebill is good to start backing it away. He should pop smoke. And oh, but the Sherman's still in pursuit. Panzer Grenadiers are going to try to hit it as well, but they've got 3 PPSH building guards coming up on their butt. Okay, 2 guards. Sherman getting attacked by the double Pumas, and we'll see the Fallschirmjäger die uselessly once again. Wow, Su-85 just launched over the road like a BMX bike. Throw AT grenades, do it. Throw AT grenades. There we go. AT grenade destroys the remaining Puma, and you ought to be able to back the Su-85 out of danger. Command tank is back in friendly territory somehow. Yeah, this bulge persists, and command tank is destroyed. Panzer Grenadiers are trying to take the center victory point. I think, well, CuernoDeChivo could actually just hoorah in and stop them capping. They're suppressed, and the shock troops get in close, and they're dead for sure. Oof. Yeah. I don't know where this Puma came from. Probably out hunting, he's probably out trying to hunt down some Katyushas, and German armies are just continuing to fall apart. Wenty's got 2 poop chans and a badly damaged Puma. Joebill's army is also entirely down in the south, it looks like, apart from this retreating sweeper squad, and the center victory point is taken by CuernoDeChivo, and if the Soviets pushed down for the south, they would easily force the Germans entirely back to their base, and probably even take a couple squads down. Sherman and a conscript squad moving towards the south. I'd like to see a bit more support. Bit more support for Greentank's push. It's more just like a probe that he's doing at the moment. More Ostrupen are called in from joebill. And as long as they've got lots of green cover to hide behind, and there is plenty around. Look at all these wrecked tanks. Wrecked King Tiger, crushed carcass of a Sherman. Ooh, Tellermine gets hit. Nice placement of that. And the Sherman's going to go down momentarily. Main gun destroyed. Off you go. There. Oh, another Tellermine kills the M5. So yeah, those Tellermines paid off very nicely. You know, 120 munitions to kill. What's that? Like 200 fuel and 700 manpower. I'll take that trade. I would like to see CuernoDeChivo take back the central VP, finish draining out his opponent. Grenade explodes harmlessly just in front of the Ostrupen. Very lucky for joebill that it didn't do any damage. And Katyusha is firing down in the south. Looks like it set off some S-mines. Right. Ostrupen in the bunker. Man, so many forces. joebill's had, I mean, his army composition has been good, I think, for the most part, but he's been way too defensive with it. His teammates, honestly, have not made particularly great use of the stuff that's available to him. Once again, he's reduced down to a single Fallschirmjäger squad and a Puma, which looks like it's going to try to base rush. Maybe go up and try to get this Katyusha. If this thing gets a damaged engine and goes down to the base emplacements. Alright, yeah, the central victory point is just being contested by 1 or 2 squads at a time, giving CuernoDeChivo has no problem repulsing those attacks, but if the Germans got all their forces together and made one big push, alright, bye guys. Oh! By like 2 tanks at once, and the demo charge goes off, and Wenty is left with a Puma and a supply half-track. The Puma might actually be able to finish off this AT gun if the mortar doesn't kill it first. And it is actually destroyed by I don't know what. But yeah, this big defensive force, there's no need for the Allies to attack over here. And joebill's got so much of his army tied up defending that position that, oh my god, another demo charge. Demo charge is revealed. Blows up, killing about the majority of Wenty's army. And yeah, wenty and joebill surrender. So, that was that. Thank you to CuernoDeChivo for submitting that replay. You played well. The other players, you know, there's some room for improvement. We'll just leave it at that. And yeah, so I need to get some work done. I need to eat. I think that's going to be the last cast of today. But, you know, always on the lookout for good replays. And so when you find good replays, submit them. If you have good replays, love to watch them. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll put on a couple minutes of music before turning off the stream entirely. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye, folks.